And of course, the PPRC fined APC over about 120,000 millions and issue a 14 days ultimatum. That means APC party for pay within 14 days. So the Political Parties Regulation Commission, PPRC, has in a press release dated 17th November 2025 fined the All People's Congress 120,000 millions, for pay within 14 days. According to the commission, the fine following statements allegedly made by Honorable Lahai Mara of the APC, when at the APC Falaba District Chairman, during a civic engagement organized by the Tripartite Steering Committee. Of course, according to which we see in the press release dated 17th November, and Honorable Lai will make some inciting statements according to the release, and that's not the reason why the PPRC fined 120,000 leons, or the party to put it, APC party 120,000 leons, and for pay within 14 days. So this meeting will happen Sunday 15th November, and shortly we see, Saturday 15th November, I beg your pardon, and of course one day after we see the press release from PPRC, the APC 14 days, find them 120,000 leons, and also give them 14 days. So I remember we get AKK the other day, but before going to that, sometimes last week we see the commissioner of PPRC, engage political parties, or gets that kind of discussion for make that is level playing field. And according to AKK the other day, I think Thursday or so, he was here Wednesday or Thursday with him, and talk about in the following day, the same day, that we got to get a sign or a signature, pen down and signature about hate speech, how them forget about and portray things we get to happen in the country, and why with the two political parties, the APC and the SLPP. So now we don't begin get fines, whether it's because of after the agreement now that make them find their big income, or it's something we'll find out shortly in the program. So we expect to get AKK from the All People's Congress Publicity Secretariat, and also Olusegun A. David, we are the Executive Secretary, PPRC, and also be joined in the studio by Alphonsus B. Ngbani, Executive Director, Human Rights Defenders Network. So I don't think people are going to get now studio this morning for me we can discuss what exactly happened. So I'll be joined in the studio by Olusegun and A. Davis, the Executive Secretary PPRC, and also Alphonsus Bani, Executive Director of Human Rights Defenders Network. Olusegun, I hope I get it right. All right, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning.
Alphonsus, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, sir.
All right, we'd expect to get AKK from the APC Publicity Secretariat for be part of the conversation as well this morning, and I make for understand, say them pull out their position. On all this, the press release where PPRC issue on the 17th of this month, that's on Monday to be specific, and APC have done pull in position, I think yesterday late in the evening. And I don't see the position of APC, Olusegun.
For me, this is news.
The news, just like how me say the news to me.
I know. I know received it officially, and I think I didn't at the office till after 6 p.m. yesterday. So for me, it's
but the point you see on through social media, or but officially not reaching it.
Yeah, I don't see it. So for me, it's a news. How can such a correspondence from the party go to social media?
No, I'm not saying we did on social. I'm just asking whether you see it or not.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it anyway because you not come to the office officially.
Alphonsus, you self not see it, eh? You don't see the press release of the APC?
No.
The position we didn't take?
No.
All right, so we expect to get AKK, and for me, AKK explain more on the APC position. Waiting and intake. But let's start off the conversation, Olusegun. We see our press release dated 17th November on Monday. We clearly talk about the fine of we wanna fine the All People's Congress 120,000 millions. But before you answer that, make we listen to the statements that we production team don't put together, waiting exactly happened na Falaba, where Honorable Lahai Mara waiting to talk, make we listen to him exactly, and then we'll come back. I'll turn the mic to you. Stay tuned.
We ask that the voter registration be free and fair and it will continue. another important one made at the statutory amendment. They say for national commissioner, regional commissioner for ECSL. Usa you born, not only that they send him. For example, for the north, Usa we did, then we take somebody from the east, Kailaun, and send an aya. And I know this very well. But just imagine, we carry somebody from the east, and then we get 4 districts. Palabar, for instance. They possibly now na South Komocho na Baila. We go to Penadugu, for instance. They possibly they do the DCSL district returning officer. They come out from the south. They go to Bombali, Makini. So we don't see the strategy of this government for the next election, and we will continue for say the next election not will be conducted like the 2023 election. We are ready to fight it, we are ready to resist it, and we are very determined. The APC, I would say this year loud and clear, we get a capacity for resist the military, we get a capacity for resist the police, and we're ready for one. While we should maintain the peace of this country, the world presently is volatile. We get technology warfare. Before they take gun and shoot, drone will come meet you and scatter you. There are private militaries all over the world where just need for take their service. And so that is why we need peace in this country. We don't want to go back, which we go through during the war. I don't talk a lot and I get plenty more for say. That is why I am here. But for now, until I listen to what they say, I will say if na tripartite we can discuss, the APC don't begin to see, including the tripartite secretariat, including the steering committee, everything that they move towards is rigging the next elections, which the APC party is ready to resist at all costs. But we know we are going to win the 2028 election.
All right, and plenty thank you to the team for putting our material together. I mean, for the people in out there, get a clear picture of what's in the happen na Falaba, I think on Saturday, the 15th of November this year. I mean, I know you don't get but for me, family listen. I mean, why this prompt PPRC for fine APC?
All right, I need to set the context very well so that the essence of such an engagement for educate and inform the populace. Of course, the commission under the 2022 Political Parties Act number 25 gave the mandate not only for registered political parties but equally for regulate, supervise and monitor their conduct and affairs. And quite apart from that, we get the principal responsibility for ensure that political parties are accountable not only to their membership but equally so to the citizenry of the state. Fast forward. Of course, not a hidden secret that the media space for the past 2 to 3 months has been very toxic. Utterances coming from the mouths of members of the ruling SLPP, utterances coming from the mouths of the main opposition, All People's Congress. Actually, the one way not really good for the democracy, not good for national cohesion, not good for the civic space and the political space generally. So what do the commission do? As provided for in the acts, charged with the responsibility for overseeing the affairs of political parties, we call the leadership of both parties to a meeting. And that meeting was held on the 11th of November 2025. And in that meeting, what we do, we display snippets of utterances from both APC and the SLPP in the presence of the leadership of both parties. In their words on that day, they said the things that the membership done, they say they have no justification for it. Both sides said that. And that's therefore stop. I will quote some of the specific jargons phrase where they use.
Okay.
That's for disengage, therefore tune down, and for ensure that all of those rhetorics be a thing of the past. Now, all of these we do in tandem with the provisions of the Act as contained in sections 39.
Okay.
39(1) of the Act stipulates things where political parties then forbidden for do. It's under the conduct of political parties. If you look at 39(2), it tells you that it give the commission procedural steps for be taken in a circumstance there is an infringement on the provisions of 39(1). But we like Kumra, we just now for down on the parties without first engaging. That's the first step.
Okay.
As a regulator, you call them, you discuss, and not only for discuss in vacuum, but you equally project all the citations. It's about between 5 to 10 minutes clip. All the citations of each and every membership of the party were very insightful, incendiary. We get the potential for stir up revolts, and they undermine the very peace of this very country.
So is it una wants for look at in a situation after the engagement with the political parties on the 11th that after that the law will begin bet anyone way the victim or defaulters is in that situation una look at
so that's exactly what the commission
look at
no, that what the commission do is that we cannot just come down on the parties without first engaging. We should have
why are they asked? Because think statement will be made before una meet them. So I'm asking una look at say okay we need for engage on their force. After the engagements they would have fall victim now, then the logo begin better.
I'll tell you statements have been made on both ends
before the
from the SLPP, from the APC. And I'll tell you, we not ever don't sweep some of them statements.
So why APC not a victim now?
APC not a victim. It just be seen no more.
When I defaulted to put them, why?
Thank you very much. It just be seen no more. There was a transgression on the provision of the law. Now, in the past, the commission don't engage them. One of the things they were going to say will not be done, they do. Now, for come back to the media and say that following this particular citation, we've engaged this leadership, the leadership of this party. We have been doing that. But, even as Kumra, there is a point where you go reach, you say, you know what, the law must be respected. And that's the reason why on the 11th of November we decide for call them.
So I think we almost see waiting at the ask. You self state media engagement with them political party. They don't make statements, they wouldn't go media, if I talk about issues. And I remember recently the APC raised concern about the chairman of the SLPP. So I am asking if this decision, now because of probably when I don't get engagement with them and say, okay, when I don't sign an agreement, say, okay, we will respect the law and whatever, then APC act this way, make una take the decision, or una get other reason?
No, of course, definitely. You cannot, as a regulator, you cannot take a decision of those way you regulate without you not get prior conversation and bring to life all of the transgressions. You have to document it. You have to project it to them. We just come. Yes, we have the power for just come on both parties, but that's not the approach.
So what's different from the SLPP chairman and waiting Honorable Lyman? What's different from those statements?
The difference is this: a meeting was held on the 11th. These were the things that were projected, and both leadership said therefore stop, and they commit themselves for stop. And they only commit themselves for stop, they sign an agreement. Both leadership of SLPP and the APC sign an agreement that all of those things where they don't do it for stop. Thereafter, as provided by sections 39(2), the commission issued a warning letter to both parties on that day following the meeting, following the signing of the agreement, and we equally institute, as provided by 39(2)(a) of the Political Parties Act number 25, we issue a warning letter.
All right. So that meeting, they basically now be all things don't pass. Now they turn to a new page. So then our victim now go pay the penalty, the consequences. Thank you. I mean, Alphonsus, you listen to it, and we expect to get AKK. I mean, is this fear on the side of the All People's Congress?
Excuse me. Based on the explanation from my brother from PPRC, I would tend to suggest that there is some element of fairness in the action taken by the PPRC, and I will give a reason, because for the mere fact that the PPRC don't take a new approach, saying, and naturally, even if we didn't know you get picking there, you tell you picking there and say, if you do this, I will beat you. You know, it would be the picking we don't commit even though the crime is there, that picking, you know, for broke this, you know, if you broke, I will beat up. But you engage them and discuss. So what you then do, the new approach where then they take, what you don't tell we now, is that engaging. For the mere fact that they don't present, then project the utterances, you know, the derogatory statements and insightful or misleading information when they put, we go bring this country back to chaos, then present them to them two political parties there, then self acknowledge responsibility and make a commitment that they get for stop from what you don't tell we. It don't show say they don't put back all what you don't happen. And I will give reference to something prior to this, but let's just focus on their action. And so it could be a disservice to the people of this country if after that engagement where we don't discuss, any other party deliberately breach the trust and commitment they don't make at the time when PPRC do that projection. So if APC just after that discussion becomes one of the people that will deliberately breach that particular trust and commitment, so they may do that PPRC, when they may do that presentation, they all make say therefore stop, then PPRC gets reasonable reason for make sure say then take appropriate action.
Considering the political heat, not the nation, I mean, if you listen to it in I say, I mean, it make reference to waiting if feel like they are not satisfied for waiting happen in the 2023 elections, and it's something we then don't they foresee.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they come. You know, even if you're not satisfied, you go also express, and I'm glad I think the special envoy for this tripartite they make a statement where they talk that if you get anything, not to buy what's there for dialogue, negotiate. And the tripartite committee recommendation, it create that space for make the share discussions, share knowledge, share your thoughts. When issues that they come up, when I go to the table, when I go discuss them, because for every statement where you talk, a senior political leader make, somebody else out there, there are two minds of thought. One go there where they say, this I'm a political party, and I don't just express in anger. And they will say, other one go the way you talk, say, down the way you talk, are they follow. And the one where they say are they follow, now them go be at the edge, where in case of anything, it is spark. So now that make it dangerous for make.
At the look of things, you and I go agree that the APC don't they say this, they not get trust in the systems. I mean, because of waiting up in 2023.
No, they can't. There is a difference for say, I not trust the system than for talk say, we they ready for there are a lot of militaries outside there. Now the whole world where you can able to take and use their service. That is different from talk say, I not trust what them do in 2023, which is you can talk and then they don't get anything for say it shall not trust what happen 2023. Now this trip, if Nami they would they make sure say we put everybody, we get members there for day now any sign for monitor. That not they show any sign of incitement or create a security threat. And so to me, based on what you don't tell, we are think say the PPRC, if they not been take appropriate action, therefore would they talk say they know they do justice for the people of this country. Now let's just go back prior to the engagement. If you take this statement, I don't even limit myself to watching the SLPP chairperson been talk, because to me, it looks a bit different from this statement.
What's not the difference?
But at the can you go sabi the difference. The reference why they bring up. If you take this statement of this Mara fellow, you relate am to Chief Gadiru Kaikai, where they talk about war, fights. This is now they relate together. You know, we get for they do flashbacks when things that they happen. This statement where this man talk now, at least now even then there's a people they ask me what in now we take and they ask well now a media now a forum why they talk say well police not for arrest them, they not for just go arrest them of a statement if not true not so it be, but therefore advise them in a forum where I think say a number of senior government officials and there and even some members of the opposition. Now I make reference to the Gadilu Kaikai situation. With the statement of Gadilu Kaikai talk, any others possible don't go through this war. We will witness this war. And some of who have been kidnapped at the streets will be they go fight against Charles Taylor, where they shoot, kill. Beside me, close person in my own area, where they shoot, the person they die. That trauma, as they talk, any turn in the top of war, where they remember that kind of situation, I know how they feel. So if it's somebody they use that kind of statement and I'm not going to take a slide with you. So we go condemn the action of watching this gentleman be don't talk, particularly so when PPRC don't do a engagement. We don't know about that engagement. Even for fine again, that time when PPRC engage them, they make them public. You know, because this then thing how did it happen, not to secret. So if you go present to this watching they talk to them now PPRC office, PPRC for make them public that now so we don't engage them people here, and that's so they don't talk. And they inform that man down there again for saying, let's take time the way they talk. Yeah. And in as much they do well, but these are not a secret.
And all this happened within just 2 weeks.
Yeah, you see. So they tell you how desperate the political parties are in clinching into power, regardless of the effect of the utterances to the people of this country. And so it's very challenging. So PPRC need for do more. Some of those engagement and they not for even be a close secret. People there for they like when they get say they get people there where they na the media. As they don't, the publisher. Because engaging parties not to secret. The utterances not to be secret where they go show where they go present her to them. So the people for know again how PPRC they engage them on their utterances they make so they undermine the state security.
Waiting are the difference from I come to you from waiting the chairman of the SLPP. I mean, do them be defend that statement? They then talk about there is bodies within the SLPP. We talk about the army and calling on the president that then go do all means for block APC, not for win the 2028 elections.
There is a difference. When somebody say they use the army, they use the police for block you, and not say they use the police for go damage you. They say block. I know they defend the SLPP, but they try to tell you the impact of that statement, this statement, and the impact of Chief Gadiru Kaikai's statements. Now then
so let's look at block. Let's look at block. This first person use block, and this the other person use resist. I mean, let's put those two together. It's for me another one for side anybody, but let's be honest. It's about APC. They respond to it in the chairman of the SLPP say initially. I mean, go for block now, not for win the 2028 election, and we will resist that block.
I think that statement the APC be done react to them some time back when they even come out with a statement.
If you want to ask what in PPRC should do about that.
Yeah, no, at the camp. What you make I know they talk to on PPRC now because PPRC don't tell we say they don't engage them two political parties prior to this statement for tell them say now this they don't do it them for stop and they all make a commitment. We just want for make sure say let PPRC come out with that issue will be happen. Let them publicize on that. That's what we don't do. It be unfortunate they make an as a secret.
Was that been actually been mentioned that in our engagements on the 11th that APC at some point not be fully satisfied with the comments made by the chairman of the SLPP? Will be get a conversation around that? Will be able make them understand which are the meaning, which the SLPP chairman be mean by SLPP be able to defend that in the presence of the APC, and at the end of the day get a level playing field or understanding at the end of the day?
All right. Probably just for clarify Mr. Gbani in concern, after the meeting we issue a press release, and I just want to read a snippet extract of that press release. The PPRC wishes to inform the general public that the Commission today, Tuesday, 11th November 2025, met with the leaderships of the All People's Congress and the Sierra Leone People's Party to discuss and warn both leaderships on the use of incendiary, inciting, and inflammatory statements against political opponents by members and/or operatives of both parties on the media. I will just read the conclusive part. In their responses, both parties accepted their contraventions of that provision of the Act and promised to work together and ensure that such utterances are no longer made. The signing of an agreement to desist from such conduct by the leaderships of both parties, witnessed by the PPRC and ECSL, formed the high point of the meeting. So indeed, there was a press release which ensued the meeting following the signing. And not only the press release, there was equally a letter of warning where the Commission be actually writes. You know, you will see the letter of warning. Of course, I will, since that because that today will send them, we did not publish the letter of warning to the public because we don't get a meeting and we know say the leadership of both parties are responsible, they have control over their membership. So we did a warning. And now let me just read out the subject of the letter. Warning against incendiary, inciting, and inflammatory statements capable of undermining national peace and political stability. Now, I will just read two paragraphs. You will recall that during the engagement between the Commission and the leaderships of the parties on 11th November 2025, concerns were raised regarding the need for proper communication, public restraint, and observance of statutory obligation by political actors in preserving national cohesion. In this regard, and pursuant to sections 39(2)(a) of the Political Parties Act number 25 of 2022, the Commission hereby warns that your party, its members, supporters, and/or operatives must desist forthwith from any conduct that contravenes sections 39(1)(d) and any other provisions under sections 39(1) of the Political Parties Act number 25 of 2022. So this is just an extract of the warning letter as provided for by law.
Yeah. So to me, if we want to discuss generally on the effect of those utterances, then we can look at them. But with their statements, with this letter, with the meeting of the 11th of November, it gives reasonable justification to the PPRC for take appropriate action on anybody we breach, because this line will begin sign a signal that PPRC not to dog with the back, but in the back and bite equally. So
my initial question, when I begin the APC, no, I guess that side first. The APC begins concern within the chairman of the SLPPBC. When I be addressing that meeting there, I think that the question.
Okay, then I'll cancel that day. When we don't follow the media and the media space, and I remember it all started when Honorable AKK, we talk about we'll go for resist. If they want war, we'll count war. Thereafter, there were a lot of other media, Moses Mambu, of course, you get the AKK lawyer, we're supposed for there. You have a host of others from both parts, from both ends, both the SLPP and the APC. They make series of utterances. Here comes the utterance or the statement of the chairman of the SLPP. All right? Now, in that meeting, and I'll tell you, even in response to that particular statement, the All People's Congress did not. If you go through the contents of that letter, the PPRC was not in copy.
So okay, so let's say they're not copy now, but how?
I'm setting the context.
Okay, agree say they're not
in
copy
that
now.
Meeting,
but how
all of those issues were discussed.
How be view that particular statement they made by the chairman of the SLPP?
So that was the climax.
Okay.
We necessitate that particular meeting of the 11th. And all of those citations, inclusive those made by the chairman of the SLPP, inclusive those made by other operatives of the APC, that's inclusive of the Honorable AKK, we are all displayed to the full view of the leadership of both parties on that day. And it was out of all of these conversations. We know, as a commission, we don't pay attention to defense. Definitely, when somebody talk, it must make a defense. And in that meeting, one of the things where the chairman notes that whatever statements any political party leader get for make, we go be interpreted to mean something else, whether a contrary to what you think in your hearts whilst you make the statements, or whether it doesn't. But any statement where they create confusion, any statement where they give so many interpretations, be it positive or negative, political leaders should refrain from it. That was made clearly by the chairman of the commission to the leadership of both parties. And he told them, you have to be civil when making statements. And it was out of all of those, the projections, like I said, all of those will lead both parties for. I'll tell you, it was a very fruitful meeting. They considered that their statement has not been very okay. Whether you talk mean not to wait till you think, not to wait till people interpret, you end up you be mean that you had. But the fact remains, the communication or the wordings were those were subjective to so many interpretations, and that was exactly the reasons why we get the meeting. And they agreed that such statements going forward, they will not make it.
Alphonse just bring memories back. The way go for the which Kai the statement we make, and we are living in a country where the political atmosphere is kind of like toxic, not just something we they hide about. I mean, if you do this to this or that, you do this to APC they expect to do the same thing to SLPP. If we take decision against SLPP, APC they expect to take decision. So this is the country that we are living. I know it may feel some, get some pressure around. I mean, try for being independent and all, but Kaikai's statement was something we would expect much from PPRC. This just sweep under the carpet, just like that.
I think I make my statement very clear at the beginning of this program. That's one of the things I will say the commission be actually guilty of. When we don't get such conversations with the leadership of parties, we don't go public. When the Kadi we issue Huko, the commission summoned the leadership of the SLPP. All right? And
have you find them? And have you find SLPP?
The law is contained in 39(2). You don't tell you say the law does not tell you say fine. It's the B. 39(2)(b) spoke about fine.
So wait will you say such kind of statements will be making at this country?
Hold on. When you make the statements, the commission engage leadership of the party. And if you will tell me, you will attest to the fact that the leadership of the party disassociate themselves immediately from that person and they suspend them. Fast forward. Other statements has also been made by the leadership or members of the APC. We have called the leadership of the APC and we did the same, as in the instance of Kadiu. But because we see there,
we look at clarity. Whose other APC member will make statements similar to Kadiu's statement, where that it takes, I think 1.5.
The other way Kike talk about war.
Well, for them, if they're not Giam,
I'm just saying.
I don't really remember the exact. You know, Giam Power 2020 something. You know, even take 1 point something billion for couch one of the country. I mean, that was a statement. We say, they expect for decision or action being taken.
And I just don't tell you say the commission took a decision.
Waiting
the
on the
commission
decision.
acted. No, I've just don't talk about seconds back. That the commission called on the leadership of the SLPP. And warn them against such.
Okay.
When similar thing happened on the end of the APC, the commission did the same. What we did not do in the past was to come out to the media or to come out to the public and say, we've held a meeting with this party, we held a meeting with the leadership of this party, and these were our conclusion. And that's the reason why we decide for changing the narrative.
Okay.
And that's the reason we lead to the meeting of the 11th of November. We just not want to sit back and watch them. We have been engaging them as a regulator. As a regulator, we're not just come, like we be kumra. Just come, you just begin for beats the picking. You engage and force for making no say what you do, so it's wrong. But if you repeat it again, then I'm going to take action.
But the same kumra, but something and they force you picking they do. Some things and they picking and do, you go beat and we're on for one and safe. Like those statements.
I agree, but again, it has to do with legislation. And not to PPRC giving self legislation. It was the House of Parliament who gave you the legislation, and they give you procedure how for act and waiting for do at a particular instance. The act never tell we say for every transgression you just find them. The act not tell you that.
You don't listen.
The act tell we say you have to engage, you have to warn.
And go ahead.
So we cannot act ultra vires the provisions of the act.
Okay.
And what we try to do, we create a balance. When that issue occurred, we spoke to the leadership. Yes, I agree we did not come to the public. When announced that issue occurred from the APC, we spoke to the leadership. I agree we did not come to the public. But we still say it became a pattern. And that's the reason why we called that meeting of the 11th. At least all the leadership, and I'll tell you the leadership of both parties, we are present in that meeting. Not just any representative, it was the leadership.
All right.
And they accepted, and they said, they committed themselves not for repeat the things where don't they happen in the past.
Alfonso,
so we are now coming, as a commission, we are now taking the cue from the 11th of November. Yes, the past has happened. We have engaged both parties' leadership. Yes, we did not come to the media, or we did not come by, we not issue any press release for say we engage this party after this, we engage this other party leadership after this. But we see there is a pattern. So we now change the narrative, call on them, and that's the reason, as we done the meeting, we issue a press release so that the public is informed.
All right, Alfonso, you want to say something?
Yeah, so I think the PPRC don't set the pace. In previous times or previous situations or statements in the altar, they be just engage individual parties and advise. Now they don't tell we say, after the 11th of November, now they get meeting with them two political parties and they all agree say they will stop. Just after that 11th November day, now we see where APC don't fall short and they don't find them. So fast forward now, we they look at now the conduct of the PPRC for other subsequent statement, the way the way political party they talk, where then they fall short for take the action where they don't take against the current APC now. So now an indicator PPRC don't set for themselves, not to we set them. So we they begin watching now for see whether PPRC they do their job, they not only bias to one political party, but they do their job as against voting they don't talk and they don't agree from the 11th of November meeting. So now that indicator they would use for monitor the performance of PPRC on the statements of political parties, then whether the leadership or the supporters or whatsoever. What you get for look at, I think we get for the look at now is how will they make sure say then the leadership of the political parties take responsibility for the go out and talk to their supporters. Any action or any statement we will not talk where they undermine or where they suggest that they threaten the peace and security of the state. Now we the party responsible, now we then go find, we not stop. So we fought, there are times they say you tell the dog say may not eat the bone. You get for also make sure say the bone not for making itself so fertile that they encourage the dog for canchama. So when you tell the dog, you also tell the bone. So I think say the political party leadership they get responsibility, and they talk this every now and then. This country in success, in development, it did at the hands of APC and SLPP. With all due respect to other political parties, the country in development, in backwardness, the peace and unity of this country, now the hands of both APC and SLPP.
Okay. All right, we don't be joining the studio by AKK, a member of the Publicity Secretariat, the APC party, a lawyer. And good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning.
Good morning, Epic. Good morning, Sierra Leone.
I'm not going to talk about the late, but we'll go straight to the conversation.
Yeah, they make you no go vex for me.
Not don't vex for you already. We'll go straight to the conversation. I mean, you see the fine way PPRC fine now 120,000 new 120,000 new loans, and of course waiting now the position of the APC.
Thank you so much, Ivan. The position of the APC very clear. We don't communicate to PPRC formally, and I think say my brother and I don't receive that presser from APC.
No, well, you say no, you see it.
Okay, maybe sometimes if you go to our office now, they meet them, or sometimes because sometimes we deliver yesterday very late. Sometimes
No,
we
it
do.
wasn't delivered. I was in the office till 6:30.
Okay, whatever it is, it's sent
I'm
to
not
you.
sure it.
Okay, no problem. So, however, let not deliver over, then they might go straight to the point. PPRC, one make them very clear, say, now a commission we established by law, and they give them the mandate clearly to regulate and to provide supervisory role to political parties is completely different and distinct from you manning or basically running the day-to-day affairs of the political party. Two separate things. The PPRC then role now for regulate and supervise political parties and not to man the day-to-day affairs of the political party. Clear? So now if you go to the act, it will tell you clearly within now the functions of PPRC, within a political party as per the definition in the act itself. What's very clear now, the APC in position to what the PPRC say or what they fine way for. We're not there against the fine. I want ladies records very bare. What we the challenge now that you know they circumvent the law all in the guise of exigency. Listen to these keywords. You know they circumvent the law in the guise of exigency. The law requires what we call due process. There is this doctrine in law which is called odi al patem, here the other side. So therefore, anything at this part of this wall and the world, all over. Ivan, if you come on a treat na ya, you see Okada, bank school, picking the like they go so, na school. A bangam, may the Lord forbid, he kill him. They know the only Okada man, they go put up and then road straight. Where you see, you say bang and where killer. So what did the law say? You they take the Okada man, you carry and go police, they investigate him, then charge and carry and go court. The Okada man they go court back. If you not get lawyer, government they give a lawyer for defending himself until the court find him guilty. So, and then fundamental grounds are they established. So and then the competent court find him guilty, send him go prisons. Equally, now the Constitution of Sierra Leone say a man is presumed innocent until proven guilty by a competent court of law. However, this is what is required by law. So I repeat, say PPRC not for use exigency for circumvent the law. Therefore, if they get any footage for which they say we don't go sign an MOU, just 4 days after that MOU, somebody don't break that MOU and thus then fine 120,000. You know what you don't do? You don't open a floodgate. What do I mean by this? Tomorrow, somebody in a SLPP go then a SLPP meeting, they can do talk for in party genuinely. AI go doctoral. Say the man team up na court barrier, they say they count war, he gets soldier man, they get military, get this. This is the world of technology. So you go just hold that person automatically. You find back SLPP 200 million.
So, hold on.
No.
So
you are opening a floodgate.
Yes, hold on. So
the
make you
APC
get
saying,
wait, APC, wait, Arkham. No, please, hold on.
Okay.
I know, hold on. Calm down, hold on. So waiting, you'd expect PPRC for do, then for get to the APC party.
Beautiful.
That is one. Secondly, the question is, was
they not follow the due process.
So secondly, was Lahai Mara not be part of that event that will happen on the 15th of
Beautiful. It not there in contention. Firstly, the footage we then get of Lahai Mara saying these profane words or incendiary statements, now then get them. Waiting the law requires for PPRs, we will no need for tell and waiting them for do because we know so everybody will they are competent enough and know waiting for do. Now for make them take that footage and send them to APC because they are not regulating members of the APC. They are regulating political parties. Look at this from a member of the APC, most especially a district chairman. See what they do. This don't abrogate the agreement to sign. And then the APC go do what you call due process.
So instead of PPRC for punish the APC party generally, APC for don't deal with lie.
No. PPRC get right for punish. No, miss the shots here.
No, I just want to get clarity.
What would they try for say here?
Okay.
PPRC for don't raise the flag. And they put you on with us and see what we they do. So automatically internal redress mechanisms, we for don't call Lahai Mara to the book. We investigate them, give them the opportunity for defending himself as to the footage where PPRC don't bring to our attention or within a public domain. And having done all that, and if we find an wanting, now the party, with a punishment within the party, and then communicate now to PPRC, say, indeed, it is true. And then PPRC now get the rights now for punish APC. You understand? But PPRC not do this. PPRC just go straight to the end. And so we say, one, we're not there against the fine. If, only if, we not follow the due process of the law. And our argument is this. At this age of AI technology, we know they say not to Solar Marado. We know they say not Solar Marado, but let we prove him. If he is found wanting, let him face the music. Let the APC party face the music. But you cannot do that in exigency. Continuing from that point, sir, please. Now that the APC, they say, the doctrine of natural justice. Did you allow Lahai Mara to be investigated and to defend himself? The answer is no. So are you going to say for any allegation now, you define? Don't forget, an allegation is not an offense. It only becomes an offense when you have been found wanting. Now, he make an allegation, then they subject you to what you call investigation. And when the investigation proves, say, indeed you're culpable, then you are found liable for breaching a particular offense.
Thank you very much.
So in this position, and at this particular juncture, the APC is saying, hey, wait a second, PPRC. You are regulating and supervising us. Please do not cherry pick. This was a situation where we get the issue of Kadiru Kaikai. I don't know if you remember now. Kadiru Kaikai say if in a rule saloon, in a cow to warn a saloon, they use $3.3 million for cow to warn a saloon. We say PPRC be there. Then fine SLPP. No. Or that the PPRC be go vacation. Or PPRC not be there in existence. Why are you cherry picking?
So
why are you doing this?
According to
so the position is this.
No, great, because you come late. So according to well, you therefore they blame yourself for coming late. So according to when I get a meeting, and which of course yourself, I think we get you last week Thursday. You talk about that meeting, and you say when I get agreements, both political parties, and after that this happened, and so upon all those agreements when I get. I mean, that's given the rights to say, okay, we don't actually say nobody don't go make hate speech, nobody go make inciting statements and all those kind of things, and make the law begin to take effect, because these are based on which we agree on.
And in fact, PPRC themselves don't contravene the very act that regulates them. We create them. Go to section 39(2) of the act. It tells you abundantly clear, say, when a political party don't contravene the above provisions, A, B, C, D, upon proof. And this is where we circle it. Make PPRC tell we who said they don't prove, say indeed that footage we then see now the truth say na Solar Marado. Now they show you the proof.
Alphonsus, you don't listen to this. I mean,
there's no proof. There's no committee.
So allow Alphonsus.
There's no proof. There's no committee that has investigated.
So hold on. Look how it's Alphonsus. Let's spend 2 minutes each. We're not gonna better time again.
Yes, you know, I enjoy when political parties and they discuss issues of responsibility. I think these are the time where we take ownership of with conduct or with members and conduct, not at the time where we begin to blame game. APC need for the ask themselves whether what in Lahai Mara do, was it appropriate, yes or no? Then deny, say what in Lahai Mara do, not to Induam, no, yes. What in PPRC don't do, is it correct? If they want challenger, then go challenger. But let us face a fact. If the 11th of November, APC, SLPP don't get meeting with the PPRC, they all agree, say, will they disengage, will they stop for use then kind, what he said, will they undermine the security of the state?
Yeah.
And a senior member of the party, not to grassroots, will not be even there for that meeting, will not for even understand the decisions. Go make that kind of utterance, then it will be a shame if as a party, they try to defend the conduct and action of PPRC, other than absorbing responsibility that we don't do.
So allow land, AKK, please.
You hear me?
Go ahead.
So now a disservice, to this country. I don't talk say what be they happen before. Now that make I say what PPRC don't take now a benchmark what they use for validate them. They don't tell we say before now they not be defined, they just engage them individually. Now they don't bring them count together. And they only find because they don't meet the 11th of November and they don't take a decision. So anybody now will fall short. So what would they expect from APC? For begin monitor, what they go on after the 11th now, when they don't even find them, Lord we see what they come out from any statement from SLPP where we believe say it gets the same connotation of what Lion Mara don't do and PPRC fail for do. That are the time where APC as a party get the responsibility now for challenge the authority of PPRC. But I don't think say we all get for begin the talk. All what they talk, now law, everything, yeah, it's fine. But if PPRC get the mandate, there are certain things that way they do as a lawyer. You know, some things that they not strict liability. You know, if you go begin with say the statement alone don't justify, don't confirm the fact that na in do. If you know they can't try for argue on law based on assumption. Law not they look at on assumption. Now the facts and the law, not to what they think about voting tomorrow.
Okay.
So hold on.
Please,
No, wait, hold on.
to me.
Yes, hold on. No, you get time.
May not disturb me thought process, please. Let me just come in quickly.
30 seconds.
Waiting, it talk very correct. The law acts on facts. The law is the law. The question I ask him, you don't prove say waiting now that footage where PPRC find APC for. If not true, say na Sola Maradu. Ask that question for me, ba.
All right.
Now
Sola Maradu.
No, hold on.
This, at this age of AI, so now the point is,
but I don't ask.
this is the point we are coming.
It's not about AI.
The question I asked you earlier was
factual.
like Mara no be the Falaba on Saturday.
He was there.
You know, make statement.
He makes statements.
Thank you.
But the statements he made, listen, sir. The statements he made and what was aired or what was shared on social media, he said that was not his statement.
Okay, he said that was
That
not his
is it.
statement. So the one way this is
People left now. At this age of AI, so you because you talk no sooner.
So
they go doctor you statement.
So hold on. So hold on. So waiting.
It's not fair. Let us be
No,
honest.
AKK, hold on. Waiting. Laima tell una say. Waiting talk to the party say.
Laimara say the statement for which PPRC and even police apprehend them, where spent over 4 hours plus at police custody, was not his exact statement. It has been doctored. Full stop. Now it behoves one for due process of the law for make we come with the two statements them and subject them to forensic analysis and see exactly which one is the original and which one is the doctored one.
Right.
That's the position.
From PPRC, respond quickly. We're not going to tell me again.
No, for me, this is very interesting. At times, it can be ironical where we can see the truth and we want for pervert the content of the truth. For make a legal person, see lawyer for say PPRC not regulate members of the APC, but PPRC only charged with responsibility for regulate the party. For me, that's a bit misleading again to the audience. All right. Now, I refer to section 39(1), and I read the exact citation. Thankfully, PPRC not just grab this act. It's the same representatives of the people of Sierra Leone and the persons of the respective honorable members of parliament, but then give it the extant act. It reads a political party including its members. So where the AKK they talk say PPRC are the party no more they regulate the membership. That's misleading to the audience. A political party including its members, supporters, candidates, and operatives. You see the adjectives? 4. Members, supporters, candidates, and operatives. So for making you even say such, it's so misleading.
So this thing,
it states say
now. My question was asked. It make hold on.
From manning the day-to-day affairs of the political party.
Allow me, please. Thank you. From PPRC, quick one. There is concern. This incident happened Saturday. Monday, PPRC don't pull a press release. I mean, they are saying if we not do proper investigation or proper findings, I mean, that's not my next question.
Again, this is a public space and we need for educate the population.
So I make ask you
for make
to get clarity.
A landed person they talk say PPRC, not get rights for interfere in the day-to-day work.
No, not to that I ask you.
No,
We'll not talk about
I'm
invest.
coming.
No, go to the
It's
question I ask
correct.
you. No, you don't say
We
that.
regulate.
Thank you. That don't be clear.
Is it about the day-to-day of the party? The answer is no. It has nothing to do with the day-to-day functioning of the party. We're not meddle with the day-to-day function of the parties. Absolutely not. We are there for ensure that we protect the dictates of the law. As simple as that.
How
Now, they talk about the PPRC, they refer that the PPRC for
no.
for that.
So hold on. Let not go to waiting AKK say me question here is this incident happened on the 15th, on our pull press release on the 17th. How una manage get this audio? How would I not share that? Because they are saying then doctor the audio. So waiting on evidence or proof say that audio was not doctor.
It's a legal person. Legal proceedings will tell you say in a circumstance if then allege or then talk say you do this and you don't get her. Yes, I'm coming. Responsibility rests on the defendant for now say no, this is not what I said. Yes. It's a legal process.
But that he said
so now,
wait. Look at clarity. According to him, he say say that was not his statement.
It's not, you cannot say that by all words of mouth. You cannot say that by words of mouth. He's a legal person, he knows that. You cannot tell the judge that no, what happened is not correct. You present the evidence to the judge.
That's the point, but you did not give us the opportunity. You just went straight away to find us.
Mr. Ivan, can you help
me
moderate the program?
Go ahead.
Now, if you look at section 39,
I'm afraid we don't get better time.
Section 39(2) is very clear.
Okay.
And for me, it's a legal person. So I wonder why if everybody understand then procedures are there. Now it's clear. No, I'm don't know. I praise you say you're a legal person.
No, but you say if I'm able to understand legal, just basic acts. All
right. Okay. Now it's very clear. See, if you look at, I will encourage AKK, for actually look at 39(2). I may look at 39(2)(a).
No, go
they
to
say
39(2)
a political party which contravenes subsection 1 is liable upon proof by the commission to the penalties in the following upon proofs of the commission. So the commission prove them.
So
how will prove them? Initial question. How will prove them? Hold on. How will prove them?
A staff member of the commission was part of that proceeding.
Okay.
So a staff member of the commission was part of that proceeding. All right. Our staff was part of that proceeding.
Okay.
That is one. What apart from that? The secretariat will actually bring the people in together. That's the tripartite committee secretariat. Also have footage of the entire conversation. That is two.
Okay.
Aside that, we equally had reports, ironically, we know from the very APC stalwarts that those utterances where the man make not be correct. They called the commission and said it to them. So upon proof of the commission, that is where they want to hang on. And upon proof of the commission, we are there. So what can we prove beyond us being there?
So
and let me tell you, we did not only come up with the fine. Following that meeting, the chairman summoned some of us to the office on Saturday. We watched that clip. On Sunday after church, we went there. We spent 3 hours. We listened to the entire citations. Monday morning, before we issued the press, this fine came out way back around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Thank you. We don't get
we did the same.
I'm sorry. So quickly.
We have been very consistent.
All right. So
hold
on. We don't get better.
This is not for be an epic radio challenge or fight whatsoever. If the APC, when the PPRC don't use this, they're not satisfied, and they believe say the PPRC no do thorough investigation, they get right for challenge the decision of the PPRC. They can take an accord. Then PPRC now get the responsibility now for go present an accord. The evidence will suggest to them say this particular person is a victim, a false shot.
I'll give you 1 minute. One minute.
What is strenuously me two brothers there, then they fail for understand that fines can always come at the conclusion of an investigation and when somebody is found wanting.
But this is legal. We
don't get better. Full line. We're dealing with time. Sorry.
Please.
30 seconds.
You cannot put the cat before the horse. What the APC is saying, let's do it through the due process.
Okay.
The section 39(2) says, upon proof by the commission. Where is the proof? Is it because you were there? No. You have to give the person, the accused person, the fair hearing for him to defend himself as to the allegation you have against him.
Thank you
Not to come just
thank you so very much. You
And
listen
is that
to
what
the
you-
Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll start to pick on our calls on 079 994 993. Stay tuned. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and also the call you from, please.
Hello.
Go ahead, we'll get you.
Hello. Boy from Godrich. Anyway, I'm not hearing for not hearing me.
All right, go ahead.
I don't think the APC supposed for do what they do. Even up to last week, we get one APC guy in the way they talk say if SFPP knock, then they go knock. Say they ask if the law no, they say no, the law go there aside and go knock. You know, the thing is, the government only for explainers to do every time when they take decision when they don't share the policy with all man don't read. I think say the radio station they have not the head situation at times. So now bring the policy rather than the government and all opposition for explain the policy to the people then. So that when the action is taken, they know say it's based on this policy. You see, so now court itself where government they come in the name of PPRC for come explain. APC are just one party. They have been causing so much confusion around. And let them know that the law is the law. And the law will stand strong. And the police, the army, they all they defend the constitution. They don't defend no political party, the constitution that they defend.
Okay.
You see, so let them be careful.
Thank you so very much. And Mohammed FS Kamara, on my Facebook Live page, is saying, what was the action of PPRC stance on the statement of Chief Kadiru Kaikai when he promised to bring war in Sierra Leone? And that's a question there. And also 079 994 993, now the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And the PPRC should find both parties what they did to Mr. X, also to Mr. Y. I mean, both of them have made statements. Both of them has made statements, so it is not fair enough. Now that's this person they try for say. I mean, log online again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and say the call from, please.
The call from PC.
All right, go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Fine, boss. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will tell Mr. AKK, tell and thank you. What did you say? Well, I know we defend that man, what did that man say? We defend him. Well, you might say you can't already, you can't defend himself. So, what did that party say? What you say, everybody know it. Then I say, then I'm phone, what did that man say? Now, concern the country. They talk for interview to not for the country to come. Oh, governable, the country, if you don't know when election, I say, the first worker in this country, you suffer with us, let me war. That man, they go on radio, boldly, go on radio for defend that man. That man, I don't like this country.
All right.
Like the country, let me talk today.
Thank you so very much. Isa Conte from our Facebook Live page is saying, where we are the PPRC when election results we are not out to I think say to the public in 2023 elections. You say una take them. I think that's everything this person they try for say. Anyways, log online again. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Pamusa.
No, thank you. And what I want to try for talk now in this, and we know what in the 11 years world, and due to we, like me, so the war, he put me behind 11 years, I know do nothing. Then somebody come mess or say, if they not doing this, they're not getting this, in don't care that money when a $2 billion for like labor car with one at this country. Then that what they. Now, what that man is giving that man to go government for the whole arrest because we know the life and property what we lost in this country. Maybe makes a law in Kowan to 11 years war. We contribute to that, and that was
I think we get issue with Pamusa in line. I'm afraid. I'm afraid we get issue with the line. The mystic from Dwazak is saying, in as much as the political party tension sometimes ignites violence, PPRC should be magnanimous and be considerate when making decision. It should be reflective on all, not selective on a few. That's the waiting mystic they say from Dwazak, and go ahead and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and side call from, please. All right, go ahead.
The party they are there, they are the hot if it's from who have support and they will be happy because we will know. This lawyer AKK after who is a lawyer, he let it talk to a lawyer. You know what they say? The political party, big party, can see that it's protected. At least like 8.1. What the man say, if they don't pay, they can wait on a political election session. Lala Pilas, like 7:30, the PPRC man is talk. Some of them talk about this is not going to make power. Even some people they put it to us. They can't let people go to the war. Go to the war. They are sitting in our position. The war is for first. It's a lot of power. Anybody who can plan like this country now for election. The war election release. God will take it like God you pass. Now, Florida will destroy them.
It seems not for to get you too clear, but thank you very much for your contribution you make. And Mohammed FS Kama is saying in PPRC, what if the statement of Honorable is doctored by AI? I think this person is asking, what if the statements be doctored by AI? Logo line again and pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Epic.
Good morning. Talk a little bit louder, huh?
Okay, Lami Samuel Koyato.
Lami Samuel, go ahead, quickly.
Yes, the only thing we don't hear is the law, not this country. That way APC flouts the law. We see SFPP, they do so many things that will go against the law in the law. And the only thing we will see civil society is vibrant in this country. Now way APC use something we appear like a thing are bad. So this biasness on one party, it creates big problem in this country. Una just don't know more na gang up against one party, now they no more na them bad in this country. It's not the case go this country before. I go say if a person commit crime, they're not for investigate them. Then if for investigator, when them prove them, say he do the thing, then do and now waiting the law prescribed.
Right.
But you don't investigate, no nothing. In fact, PPRC, the thing happen na Friday or Saturday. So, Sunday, not a working day. Now only Monday, now they use for take this decision, which is in haste.
Thank
Why
you.
don't they investigate first?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. And Emmanuel Kagbo from our Facebook Live page is saying, so the fine is 120,000 euros minimum, or is it or is the maximum? Well, he's asking whether the 120 is a minimum or maximum. I mean, PPRC should find other ways to fund their office. Well, I'm waiting this person mean by that. Log online again and pick another call. And hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and where you call from, please.
This is Bakar from Phoenix.
Right, Bakar.
Always I say, let God bless the brother which you don't win a lawyer AKK. One thing we I will tell lawyer AKK, when are the mistakes we make today, even the civil society and people in gang up. Now where they misfollow, they discuss things of the tripartite. If they study for the tripartite, then focus on the tripartite. Because law there is in the tripartite, how to regulate PPRC and regulate everybody for a certain institution and will be independent. Law there for that 84 recommendation of the tripartite. Then we left the game. Come to what is happen so right now. When the chairman for the SLPP make a statement, imagine we know civil society. We know PPRC, nobody until we hear the AKK and with other person within a studio, with a first them for them use their statement here. It's different from conference. Mind you, this one a chairman of a party, now in do this one the biggest thing nowadays.
Thank
so
you.
waiting at the sincerity where the people are in the one for waiting they call. So people are they're not ever sincere with
Thank you so very much. Abubakar Charlie from our Facebook page is saying PPRC is not independent in this country according to this act, and that is possible. We'll take 2 more calls and try for out the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. We'll go to second to last caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and where you call from, please.
Concerned citizen.
All right, concerned citizen.
PPRC should not get very be careful, seriously. Contrast this and the way SLPP then they say, now they come on. Are you to go?
All right.
What's Islam? You know, go only investigate them. You go say if I go 1 week down. Not fear, not face reality, not fear. No, they do some things then, Lord no say to the judge straight. If we don't go to on this engagement between SLPP and APC, when somebody says on alternative, they will know what that way. We not be account to the law. We not investigate them. If you find them guilty, well, the party no go take the actual responsibility. But I no go take the decision on Monday, wait Sunday, not to work in the. No fear.
Thank you so very much. Emmanuel Kagbo from our Facebook Live page is saying the development of this country is in the hands of PPRC and the ECSL, not the political parties. I think this they try to respond to Alphonsus. Last caller already. Logo online. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and side the call from, please.
Yeah, this time Emmanuel a call from Aberdeen.
All right, Emmanuel, go ahead.
Yeah. Do we want? Let we try for no waiting PPRC they try for say. And I believe anybody will come on a good home. When you parents and we they don't put one together say this thing I don't want for let repeat. This are not like we certain people and they go they try for defend this thing. Okay, the mistakes then don't happen. If it don't happen, Lord put them so. If una parents and don't put one together say this thing we not want for let happen again. So now for continue for the one. That's what people that want to leave this country also. They're not.
All right, thank you so very much. Lamini say from
people are going to begin to go, then we don't do this, so then we don't do so. Then okay, wait and say the election, okay, then we go court. The lawyer will talk and so they no say they no SL people not win the election. Then go court. Intel in party for go court.
Thank you very much. You don't exceed.
Okay, how people they behave.
You don't exceed the 1 minute. Thank you so very much. Lamini Sisi, lastly, from our Facebook Live page, is saying, doctor or not, those statements were unfortunate. I think we don't take any more call again. We don't actually stretch out of time. I will start with you, Olusegun. We'll spend 1 minute each.
Yeah, I think I will just listen to I will respond to some of the comments then. Somebody talk about PPRC for the considerate and not selective. I don't feel we will not ever be selective in we approach. We are always guided by the provisions of the law. And many people they use the law for judge and we walk-ins and operations.
Okay.
Somebody else they ask whether the fine of 120 whether the minimum. The act say that's not less than 100,000. So it can be above. So
okay.
the 120 is not a minimum. The baseline is not less than 100,000. Yeah. Then somebody talk say we take a decision in haste. We have been biased. Well, the viewer or the texter get rights to your opinion, and it's one thing one will contest. But however, if anybody feels strongly about the commission, the law did it. If anybody feels strongly about what the commission they do or don't do, the person for know within the next line of action for take. I don't need to tell the person.
Right,
somebody they talk about if the statements was doctored by AI. Yes, we agree they are AI generated, but the circumstance when the commission gets proved beyond all reasonable doubt by their physical presence and some other means, and there's nothing more for chase after. But however, if anybody feel different about it, I don't need for tell person waiting for do. I don't need for say. I don't need for teach anybody.
Thank you so very much. Okay, AKK, please. Stay within 1 minute.
Genuinely, I want to tell plenty people thank you because indeed salon no de like salon de again trade. The enlightenment don't grow. Thank you so much for the callers. We try for at least bring PPRC on board, made and say exactly what Australians they think and the perception. However, what you want to make very very clear now in this, now that in as much as what is good for the G's is good for the gander. We they ask say, please, we not day against the final one I don't impose, but let we do through the due process of the law, the doctrine of natural justice or the alpha term. Here the other side, not so because you see a footage, automatically you crucify.
Right.
Allow the person from being investigated and challenge her with evidence. Himself get the right for defend himself.
Thank you.
And then having done so, then you go take
quickly when I go pay the 120,000 euros.
We're not in contention for not pay the 120,000.
But then go now 2 weeks.
No, we're not now we don't reply to them.
Okay.
Say, hey, we are not challenging to pay the fine of 120,000. No, but we are asking that before you reach a fine, there must have been an investigation. That is what the act requires.
Thank you so very
that
much.
upon proof And we are asking now, what is the proof?
Thank you so
Where
much.
is the proof?
Alphonse,
Where was the committee?
Thank you.
Where was Laimara investigated? Was he
Thank
given the
you
right to
so very
defend himself?
much, AKK.
If that is not so, then it's going to be a bottleneck for us.
Quick one.
Yeah, I think I want so for tell thank you to the callers then, the one who make the inputs and comments there. I believe that by the act itself, don't speak to voting the role way the PPRC for do. And somebody also they talk say civil society then bias. And now where APC what itself, I think say that will be a misleading position. And some of we Chief Gadiru Kaikai being talk, we know that some of we become very vocal, even though they compare the issue of Chief Gadiru Kaikai and Howard Hunt in situation with the former First Lady. So if people when they follow, civil society not biased at all. On the issue of doctored AI, for now the PPRC don't show it. The man don't explain to me how they establish them proof, how they establish the investigation, and so I'm sorry, sir, I'm addressing comments and whatsoever. They don't establish how they do the investigation, how they get the facts for reach to that level for fine.
Okay.
So all the 201 say is that the benchmark code PPRC don't put and they encourage every single Sierra Leonean law begin to follow PPRC for know whether which they don't do now for to APC after that 11th November. If they fall short to other party, they'll hold them accountable.
Thank you so very much. No, we are done. Thank you.
The benchmark should not be selected.
So, quick one before go. When we will see the hearings between the APC and that of Samsumana, how soon this day?
Well, the hearing don't start from last week Thursday.
Okay, so
as we speak, we still get some set of witnesses with our appear today. And I'm sure say once we're able done with all of the witnesses today, the Samsumana issue will done. However, we equally today, after the witnesses and they will get some other complaints from Mohamed Paul Kamara and some others. So
quick one, everything before the end of the November, everything we're not going to pull out a position.
This week is tight, and by Thursday we actually get for meet with the petitioners or the objectors to the rules and regulation, and thereafter the commission will come up.
So by 1st December, we're not going to news for you.
Very shortly, because we, as a commission, we're not going to waste the time of the party.
Thank you so
it's
very much.
Very short.